George Francis, a light aircraft pilot in his spare time, at the joystick.
From Durham, Firestorm.
They have a Shremek mechanism as well, with its flipping arm. A cordless drill and a lawnmower provided the motors for Firestorm. And an early victim was Crasher Nasher. Stood very little chance. Very little left of it. Facet flipped, but Firestorm recovered. Strong. Too strong, in fact, but Jotior, when Irish eyes are smarting from flames, actually. Again for Jotior. A familiar finale for them. Now, Pitbull said, PTO, please turn over. So, Firestorm obliged. This was a surprise. Panic Attack, the reigning champions, next to fall. To Firestorm, into the final. A thumbs up then for Graham Bone, a badminton player on the left, and Alex Mordew.
Robotwars, stand by.
And it's Chaos 2 against Firestorm. They're the experienced George Francis, and for Firestorm at the controls, Alex was with the Groundhog team in the second series of Robot Wars. Both quick, nippy, great manoeuvrability. It's Chaos 2 bumping and barging and turning away side by side, sizing each other up. Chaos 2, ooh! Well, he's seen there to get in and underneath. Firestorm is the way to victory. And Chaos 2, oh! Firestorm! Cease. What a way to go! I don't think there's any doubt about that, George Francis. What happened to them? Well, this was over so quickly. We've never seen it before. Out of the arena, out of touch. Out of the final. Chaos 2, delightful. Firestorm, derailed and deranged. Oh, and there's our technical consultants just making sure there's anything left.
The winners, Chaos 2. Wow, that was spectacular, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it amazing? Did you think you'd get that far? With a flipper?
No.
You never thought you'd get them out of the arena, did you?
We weren't supposed to.
I know you weren't supposed to. We all know you weren't supposed to, but you did.
All I can say is, whoops. Sorry. I was trying to smash him against the fence nice and hard, and he sort of went clean over it.
And you went whoops.
Yeah, I went whoops, yes.
But it's got you through.
Great.
Big whoops. Chaos 2 through to the grand final. Next up, Hypnodisc and those great survivors, Steg-o-saw-us, with Phillipa right now on the pitch.
Right, guys, you're in for the final. You're running out of room on there, so is there room to fit a Hypnodisc as a trophy?
A little bit rideable. Maybe H-disc, we'll probably get that in. Shorten it down a bit.
Do you have any tattoos? I mean, Hypnodisc is a pretty mean thing to be up against. I know people in the past have thought, if we can just chop them in the centre of the disc, or you only really have your tail as weaponry.
Well, we just got to keep going at them and hope not give them a chance to run their disc up.
So nag, that's what you're going to try and do, and try and avoid the disc.
Yeah.
Obviously. How thick is your armour? How much damage do you think it can do?
The top and the back will be okay. The sides are a bit weedy.
And never mind the robot, psychologically, how are you all coping?
Oh, stressed.
Yeah. Everything working?
This is all working.
Disc spinning as fast as it should be.
Yes.
Do you know how thick their armour is?
It's thinner than the last opponent, so we should have more of a chance of getting through it this time.
Okay. And they haven't got that much weaponry for you to worry about, so you're feeling quite confident?
Well, I've noticed they've got a lifter at the back, and I think the lifter is actually higher than any part of our robot that can actually lift, so we shouldn't have any problems with that either. Hopefully.
Are you going to go in there and wreak havoc?
Yes. Yeah, why not?
Okay, well, we'll enjoy watching it then. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Sounds as if the Steg-o-saw-us boys, Dan King, Peter Rowe and Rob Heisman, are up against it. From Dave and Kenneth Rose, then.
From Oxford, Hypnodisc.
That rotating disc spins at 600 reps per minute. One of the deadliest weapons we've ever seen. They used a welder from the NASA Space Shuttle program on this robot. And the first to feel its power, Robogeddon, Armageddon more like. Get on with it, the message, swift and deadly the victory. So cruel, so punishing. We all gaped, including the house robots, the total annihilation. Stealth, bombed, the Roses, a thorny family, it would seem. But I'll tell you what, Berserk 2 proved a tougher nut to crack. It had better armament, a lot tougher than Steg-o-saw-us here in the final. And in fact, was a little bit unlucky, Berserk 2. In its victory against Evil Weevil, Hypnodisc also had to wait. Evil Weevil, staying out of trouble, caused them problems. In the end, the Weevil was mashed by the house robots. But Hypnodisc suddenly was not as impregnable as we first thought. 101. Very nearly beat it. Close, so close. The closest we've ever had on Robot Wars. The judges examined every inch of the two before giving Hypnodisc a place in the grand final. Dave Rose, an astronomer in his spare time. Dad Ken, he loves his classic cars.
From Southampton, Steg-o-saw-us.
The taller but lighter of the two, its lifting tail with punching spikes, not feared by Hypnodisc. Will they rue that confidence? Cost £1,500 to build, twice as much as its opponent here. And that was money well spent, as Aurak's revenge was put to the rack, or into the pit actually. Then Henry the Crate it was. Picture of Granny on the back didn't help the Henry team. Napalm wasn't torched or burnt, just bashed and smashed. Gravedigger gave the Stegs a chance to show their pushing power and control skills too. Now, Beast of Bodmin, well, this was a surprise exit for the winners of the first series. We didn't think this would happen, but Steg-o-saw-us was into the final. And among the heroes for Dan King, Peter Rowe and Rob Heisman, Jimi Hendrix and Mickey Mouse.
Stand by.
Hypnodisc looks so deadly. They're the Rose Boys, and they're Steg-o-saw-us.
2.
And the underdogs.
Activate.
Hypnodisc getting that spinning disc up to speed. That's an interesting attack by Steg-o-saw-us. On the back door. Now Hypnodisc almost backing into Matilda. In the corner patrol zone. You really don't want to do that, boys. And Steg-o-saw-us, likewise, nearly coming head-to-head with Shunt. You go into that corner patrol zone, the house robot can attack you. Trying to stay out of arm's reach. That's good driving by Steg-o-saw-us. Spinning quickly. Great manoeuvrability, but a gash down the side nonetheless. Look at that power and venomous ability of the spinning disc of the Hypno Boys. They turn quickly. A frontal assault, not as dangerous. You can see the puncture mark on the side. Now they crash into the lifting tail, the spiked tail of Steg-o-saw-us, which has claimed victim in the past, but not so far in this elimination round for the place in the grand final against Chaos 2. Hypnodisc's rotating blade has been slowed, and this is a very plucky performance by Steg-o-saw-us. Many people thought this would be over in a trice. And again, they're on the attack. They're showing good aggression here. Should it go to the judges? I think there's a gouge at the front of Steg-o-saw-us. They're trying to get their lifting arm moving and flicking up and down. It's a question of staying out of reach, trying to last in there, hoping that the Hypnodisc boys drive themselves into the house robots or the pits, I guess. But I think this is a marvellous display against the Rose family by the Steg-o-saw-us boys. Is that Hypno blade slightly buckled? I don't know. A tremendous charge coming in there. Turning again. coming in on the attack. Another gouge down the side of Steg-o-saw-us. It certainly has sustained far more damage in this elimination round. Have they ground themselves to a halt here? Steg-o-saw-us, has it been immobilised? Oh, I don't know. In comes Hypnodisc again. Look at the great scratches and slices out of the side of Steg-o-saw-us. The tail is moving. The tracks are still moving. But there's no control. Look, slammed against the arena wall. And now I think they are dead. The tracks have stopped. They're immobilised. And Hypnodisc are the winners. And the damage caused there to Steg-o-saw-us decisive.
Well, Steg-o-saw-us ruled the world for long enough, but Hypnodisc just spun him into extinction. We now have our two robots who are going to go head-to-head to see who's our Robot Wars Grand Champion.